There's a quiet crisis in America, and not of headlines, but of hearts. Men are dying younger, lonelier, and more hopeless than any other generation that's come before us. Suicide takes out 4 times as many men as women. 80% of all violent crime is committed by men, and nearly 9 out of 10 men still define their worth and value by what they can produce, their income, by their title, and by their success. But when these things collapse, when the job's gone, when the applause fades, or the family breaks up, most men have nothing left to stand on. This is not just a mental health crisis. It's an identity crisis. We've built a version of manhood that performs, but it doesn't feel. A version that provides, but it doesn't connect. It wins, but it doesn't heal. And it's killing us silently, slowly, and spiritually. Now, I get it, guys, because I wore these same masks. The I'm good mask. The I got this mask. As long as I'm providing, I'm good mask. But what happens when you're doing everything right, but you still feel empty? What happens when the applause stops, when the money slows down, when the respect fades, and you don't even recognize the man in the mirror? And that's the moment most men fall apart. Not because they're weak, but because they've been told their whole lives to pretend that they're strong. But here's the reality, guys. Pretending becomes exhausting. Our culture tells us, be the alpha. But what did Jesus say? He said, whoever wants to be the greatest, let him be the least and the servant of all. The society tells us, be a self-made man. But what did Jesus tell his apostles? That apart from me, you can do nothing. And here it is, guys. We've built our identities on sand. And then we look around and wonder why things keep collapsing. Let's be real for a moment. And I want you to feel this, because the numbers don't lie. 80% of all suicides are committed by men. Our life expectancy is 6 to 10 years shorter than women. Over 50% of all men in America deal with hypertension and obesity. 65% of men are hesitant to even seek professional help. And men who lose their economic security are 16 times more likely to commit suicide. These are not just statistics. These are husbands. These are fathers. These are brothers. These are sons. It's your coworker who you talk to every day, but on the inside, he's dying. It's the guy you see every Sunday at church. Give him a high five and he's smiling, but on the inside, he feels it. It's the man who thinks asking for help is weak, when in reality, it's the very thing that can save his life. Fellas, listen, we can't keep pretending that everything is okay. Because if we lose our men, we lose our families. And if we lose our families, we lose the foundation of a healthy society. But the gospel message offers something that the culture can't. Not this performance-based identity, but presence-based identity. In Genesis, before Adam had a job, had a title, even before Adam had a woman, he had God's breath in him and a solid identity in God. Adam's identity started with relationship, not responsibility. But somewhere along this line, we flipped this thing. We started believing that we are what we produce. We started measuring our manhood by status, strength, and success. But the gospel teaches it should be measured by surrender. It should be measured by stewardship. And it should be measured by sonship. Guys, listen to me. You're not valuable because you win. You're not valuable simply based on your success. You're valuable because you're his. Jesus showed us real manhood on the cross. Him dying was not his failure. It was his fullness on display. And that's manhood redeemed. It was strong enough to carry a cross, and it was humble enough to wash other men's feet, and it was secure enough to cry. Now that's the kind of strength that the world cannot imitate, because that kind of strength is rooted in love, not on ego. 3 takeaways, guys, before I get out of here. Number 1, you can't heal what you hide. See, here's the thing, fellas. Hiding might feel safe, but it keeps you stuck. And healing begins where honesty begins. Takeaway number 2, you are not what you do. Your title, your income, your successes, your physique, or the image that you project. These things are temporary, but who you are in Christ is eternal. Anything that you can lose is not a part of your identity. Takeaway number 3, true brotherhood breaks the silence. God has designed us to operate in community. Isolation kill you, but accountability will heal you. Real men don't have to compete. Real men should complete each other in Christ. So welcome to the Hat Club, fellas. Our mission here is to help men find their true identity in Christ and in Christ alone. Our mission is to help tear down all of these lies that our culture has fed us. Our mission is to see men standing in their true identity in Christ, being the husbands, fathers, brothers, and sons God has called us to be. If this video hits you, here's a challenge for you this week, guys. I challenge you to sincerely ask yourself where you've tied your identity, value, and worth to things that are not eternal. I challenge you guys to be honest about this and then ask God to show you what it would look like to build your identity on things that are eternal. And if you really want to get real, I challenge you to find a brother to talk to about this. Asking for one real conversation this week with somebody that you can speak to with no filters, with no just truth. It's the Hat Club, fellas. Real men, real faith, real change. Holla at your boy.